Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are students from Universitas Multimedia Nusantara, and this research was conducted as a part of our English 3 course. Our research is titled Jakarta's Living Canvases, comparing the public perception of government-commissioned murals and independent murals in central Jakarta. My name is Nadine, and today I am joined by my friends Jasmine, Felicita, and Willie. Murals have long been a significant part of Indonesia's history, spread across buildings and infrastructures. They help decorate the increasingly monotonous urban landscape, especially in central Jakarta. Central Jakarta itself is no stranger to colorful murals. Some are commissioned by the government, while some others are independently created by local artists. These two different types of murals differ in intention and also reception. Although many studies have been conducted about murals and urban development, a few have yet to study how the public perceives these two different murals. And so, our study aims to fill that gap by comparing public perceptions of government commissioned murals and independent murals in Central Jakarta. By doing so, we hope to understand how audiences interpret and engage with artworks in public spaces, analyzing differences in artistic freedom, representation, and its impact on urban development. To better understand the context of our research, we will first look into previous studies and key theories related to murals, public perception, and urban development. This brings us to our next session, literature review.
Literature review. According to journal from 2025 by Octavian and Hamid, murals are large-scale artworks painted directly to enhance the quality visual of an area. In cities like Jakarta, murals are divided into two types. It's called government commissioned and independent murals. Sabuni 2023 defines government commissioned murals as officially approved projects, often promoting cultural values, public health, or education. These works are usually supported with the funding and access to public space, playing a key role in placemaking and a community identity. And the next one is called independent murals, where contracts are created without institutional support. Parani Darmawan and Purba Comparative Study 2023 found that these artworks often reflect of social or political concerns and are rooted in community voices, especially visible after reformasi or during the COVID-19 pandemics. To conclude, murals up can play a multifaceted role in urban life. They shape identity, reflect culture, and spark dialogue. However, the mural's impact depends heavily on how the perceived by the public. So, making the public perceptions a key consideration is accessible with urban planning. Hence, why this research was conducted.
For the methods, the study used a qualitative approach to explore public perceptions of the government commissions and also the independent murals in Jakarta. A comparative case study was chosen to allow us to understand the depth and analysis of each mural type and how they are perceived differently. And then the data was collected through interviews with 8 participants ranging from age 17 to 30, where most of them are passerbys in around Sudirman stations, which have known for the high traffic and also the mural-covered pedestrian tunnels. And also we interviewed university students. And for the data collections, the semi-structured interviews were used to gather insights on aesthetics, emotional reactions, and also perceived meaning, where interviews were recorded and supported with note-takings. And the data was then organized, reviewed, and analyzed to extract the key themes and present them in a structured academic form.
Chapter 3 uncovered the findings and discussion of the research. This discussion is gathered through an interview and an analysis towards government-commissioned murals and independently made murals. The first discussion uncovers participants' knowledge and their understanding of murals in general, such as the definitions, where they commonly see murals, and the media used to make murals. The second part is narrowing the discussions toward their understanding with government-commissioned murals to that made independently. The discussion stated facts, such as how murals are usually more known to be made by independent artists, and analyzing how the two are different in terms of impact, visually and emotionally toward the citizen. The third discussion focuses more on how murals play its part in urban development. Whilst urban development itself isn't a familiar topic among participants, majority agreed that Jakarta is part of a well-developed urban city, and murals can also serve a vital part in improving the visual landscape of Jakarta. Lastly, we also analyze on how mural can benefit the residents of Central Jakarta. The majority respondent shows a positive reactions toward mural, especially one commissioned by the government, and felt a representation toward their identity as a residents of Jakarta.
Okay, moving on to conclusions. In this conclusion, there are several key findings, such as government murals are generally viewed as polished and promotional, while in the other hand, independent murals are seen as a more expressive and reflective way of public sentiment itself. Okay, so while participants didn't really associate murals with urban development, many felt that they helped to shape the Jakarta's identity and also foster the community pride. With that said, there are several limitations. First of all, it focused only on central Jakarta, and it involved only passersby who were already familiar with murals, which may not be fully representing the wider public view. So for the future research, we suggest that including broader geographic area and a more diverse group of participants may help you to gain a fuller understanding of how murals are perceived across the cities and also how they contribute to Jakarta cultural landscape itself.
That concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening and interest.